two special speakers today, and I'm going to introduce our first speaker, who is from Subic Bay. Raul Peralta was born and grew up in Manila and married to Rosario or Ochi Ramos, Ramos, and they only have 5 children.
Oh.
Only, that's what I said. How many children do you have? Oh, we only have 5. And Raul is a registered civil engineer. Classification is construction and development, and resides in Subic Bay, 3-4 zone. For those of you who remember, Subic Bay used to be the naval base for a U.S. naval base, and it's now a tourist attraction, and they've developed that and became a tourist attraction. He's from District 3790, and he's a Rotarian since 1994 from the RC report zone in Subic Bay. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Raul Peralta. Incoming District Governor of 37.
Thank you, Sally. Fellow Rotarians, distinguished guests, and friends of Rotary, good evening. Good evening. First of all, please allow me to thank Ernie and Sally for picking us up today from the Grand Hyatt in San Diego and bringing us here. It's really so nice of Ernie. He's even driving us tomorrow to New York. New York! Just kidding.
For-way tests. For-way tests.
By the time we get there, there's no more snow anyway. Long drive.
You know, Ernie and I share some things in common. We are both centennial presidents. We both served as presidents during the centennial year of Rotary. That was 2004 to 2005. And we are both charter presidents. So we are both double CPs. And we also see eye to eye. So I'm sure only our first day, but already we are best friends.
Dime ang ridiculous.
The thing is, I'm very happy to meet him. He's such a dedicated Rotarian, even with the e-club. Again, thank you. This is also an opportunity for me to thank your club for the support and help that you have been giving one or two of our clubs, RC Urdaneta and another one from La Union, especially Rotary Club of Urdaneta, who had problems in the past and now recovering because of what you've done. And of course, for the noble project to Gawad Kalinga. So at this point, let me congratulate you on your 4th year anniversary. One of the main points that we discussed during the International Assembly in San Diego was the flexibility and innovation for Rotary clubs. And among the strategies that we would like to do in Rotary is to form more e-clubs, because this way you can attract more members without having to go through the weekly meeting. So you can meet virtually via Skype, by computer, via smartphone, and you were 4 years ahead. So again, congratulations to you, and I hope you will grow more. You have more members all over the world, even from many different places in the world. Also, one of the highlights during the International Assembly is the centennial celebration of Rotary, of the Rotary Foundation. While we celebrated 100 years of Rotary in 2005, this coming Rotary year, 2016-2017, we will be celebrating the centennial centennial of the Rotary Foundation. For those who do not know yet, especially our guests, the Rotary Foundation is the one that supports all the programs of Rotary in the world, including the End Fodder campaign, which originated in the Philippines and which has almost eradicated polio in the entire world. Right now, we have only two countries endemic, Pakistan and Nigeria, and the numbers are getting smaller. So I hope with this, I hope you will continue to support Rotary, the Rotary Foundation, and totally end polio in the world. Aside from that, the Rotary Foundation supports many humanitarian projects in the world. So your support is much needed. Finally, I want to thank all the Rotarians present tonight for all the good work that you have been doing for the world. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I will return the conduct of the meeting to our Master of Ceremony, Arthas
Our governor-elect for our district 3780 in the Philippines is the past president of the Rotary Club of Quezon City. He's a lawyer by profession. He's a senior vice president of IPM Group of Companies, executive director of the Solid Waste Contractor Association of the Philippines, and the legal officer of the Solid Waste Management Association of the Philippines. He is also a vice chairman of a college in La Union, which is called Colegio de La Union. He started his career in 1990 as a tax advisor at the division SGB. In 1985, he was in-house legal and business development head of the company, engaged in investment banking, property management, development, acquisition, construction and waste management, and international trade and services. He is a certified enterprise management development advisor to the International Trade Center and served as the Philippine president of the president of the Institute of Management Consultant of the Philippines in 2010 through 2011. He has taught at UST, University of Santo Tomas, Faculty of Civil Law at the La Salle College of St. Benilde, and wrote the book Business, Licensing, and Registration, Central Book in 2006. He graduated cum laude from the University of Santo Tomas with a degree of Bachelor's of Law. Polytechnic University of the Philippines, where he took a degree of Master's in Public Administration, and from St. Louis University with a degree of AV Political Science. He was a Deputy District Rotary Coordinator and Chairman of the District Training Assembly last Rotary year, 2015, and served as the Chairman of the membership of Rotary year 2013 through 2014. He was with the Lieutenant Governor from Rotary year 2012 and 13, and Rotary year 2013 and 14, Assistant Governor of RY 2011 and 12. He's the Chairman of the District Induction, Rotary year 2008 and 2009. During his presidency in RY 2008 and 09, he obtained the Presidential Citation from Rotary International. He received several awards from the district and got distinction from the Quezon City government for a school-based recycling project undertaken with the Division of City School. He is Vocational Excellence Awardee for Solid Waste Management and a member of the Environmental Fellowship and Rotarian and Rotary Action Group, Zero Waste. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarian, let's greet and give a warm applause to our District Governor-elect, Dwight Ramos, and wife, Angie Dwight Ramos.
Thank you, Ed, for that very generous introduction. Of course, he has to do that. He's part of our team. Together, everyone accomplishes more because he is PE. John Germ, our Rotary International President-elect, calls us now not a class, but a team. So he's saying that no longer do we call our presidents a class, but a team. And we are the all-star team. So, Ed, thank you. And of course, I'd like to thank you all for this, for this very wonderful and warm reception that you are giving us. And we will always look back to this day that we came to celebrate with you your 4th anniversary. So I'd like to congratulate each and one of you. But also, much more than that, I'd like to congratulate you because you hold in your hands. I do not know if you are aware of it, but you hold in your hands a tremendous gift, a tremendous power that I realized only now as the history was being discussed. Earlier it was said that it took us about 2 hours to come here and we were talking about good projects, and tomorrow we will be discussing more of them. And I hope that these trainings that we are thinking of doing for some entrepreneurs in our part of the world will really come true. We will work on that, and we will see to it that we are able to do something about it. But more than that, what I realized is that you can be a true gift to the world. You know why? Your name is Global Kalinga, GK. And if you know Philippines, GK is one of the most successful words, I can say word now, in the country and all over the world. When you say GK, it means success. Right? Well, you mentioned Tony Miloto, right? But he's there with you and you hold GK. That's Gawad Kalinga for us, but for you it's Global Kalinga. But it's really something that you can export to the world. You know, Jollibee is now one of the most successful companies in the Philippines. And I was talking to my wife and to my children, okay, every day, although we sort of like McDonald's too, yeah. But I said, let's support Jollibee, because Jollibee is bringing the Philippines to the world. It is one of the most successful companies, and GK too. Gawad Kalinga is one of the most successful projects that a Filipino has ever done. And so, you sort of have that franchise, and that will probably give you the power to go to the world and not only think that you are with Global Kalinga because you think one guy had the bright idea of coming up with an e-club in the Philippines. That is a very good reason, but you have a bigger reason. And that is you are GK and you can bring to the world, as a gift to the world, the concept, the success, and the power of GK. Which means bringing roof, shelter to the people of the world, the GK way. That is with love of God, love of country, and of course, love of self. And so I urge you, from tonight, on your 4th anniversary, it's probably time to have a bigger dream. Not just the dream of having an e-club, not just the dream of getting into a club that does not meet early in the morning. I urge you that now you have to think about this. You have to go back to your roots, what you have done. coming up with a GK club. It's more important than having come up with an E club. I think that coming up with this GK club is probably a destiny. And I urge you, please, use this power. One of only a few of the success stories of our country. The GK, Gawad Kalinga. And what it can do to the world, it can probably change the world. In Mexico, probably in Africa, but of course, do not forget the Philippines, where we're doing it. But as that club, you can bring it to the world to be a real gift to the world. Thank you.
Okay, if I can call back our DGE, Dwight Ramos, to induct the new members of our club. Let's go on Rex Kabangkala and Lydia. So
Yeah, she just went to the restaurant for a minute. So, if I may, Madam, Mr.
good.
While waiting for Lydia, I forgot. I'm so excited that I forgot our project. If I can have a minute, I wrote this March 4. Barely a month from today, our E-Club, together with 2 Rotary clubs in the Philippines, our sister club, Ordaneta City Rotary Club, and Luna La Union Rotary Club, 3 clubs are sponsoring a raffle March 4, 2016, and the grand prize is a 2-story house for your $25 donation. If you are super lucky, you will have a house in this town or in the city of Ordaneta City, where our district governor, like Raul Peralta, is the governor of that province. So please help us, because God willing, with this project, we're gonna build 10 houses out of 30. As we speak, 5 houses are being built, and I'm so really blessed, and because we are surrounded by a lot of supporters. The mayor of our town is possibly the number 1 seller of the tickets now. God willing, if you buy a ticket, you have a chance to win. But if you don't buy a ticket, you have no chance to win. Please help us. Our friends at the historic Filipino town where I was 2 weeks ago got 1 booklet. So I hope one of them will be the winner, Mr. Aranda. Anyway, I have tickets with me. We are giving some incentive now. 10 tickets paid. We're gonna give you 11 tickets. $25. That's only 1 nice dinner with your partner in medium-sized restaurant. Okay, please help us have this project that we can be proud of. Gawad Kalinga, Hope Village number 2. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak again.
All right, so we're going to move forward in the induction of our new member by our district elect, Dwight Ramos. Rex.
Good evening again, fellow Rotarians. Of course, the Rotary will never induct without charging first, right? And although they are coming back Rotarians, I think we still have to charge them. a lawyer, I used to charge people in court. But I like it better in Rotary because charging means really just telling our inductees their obligations again, so that they will not forget. So before I induct them, probably I just would like to give an acronym, which is ROTARY. It spells Rotary. So it's easy to remember. So Rotary, let's start with letter R. Rotary stands for Rotary itself. And when we talk of Rotary, of course, we're talking of the organization that you are now joining. I wish to congratulate you. You are joining the biggest and the mightiest humanitarian organization in the world. And we have a motto that is service above self. And as we live by that motto yearly, we also have an international theme. Of course, this year our theme is Be a Gift to the World. And that is why I thought of GK being your gift to the world. And so I congratulate you. You are now part of the brave men and women who come to meet together, at least through internet or sometimes through fellowships like this, and think about the problems of the world and try to come up with a solution. I think that is a very brave thing to do, and that is a job that can only be done by Rotarians. So, our Rotary, but before we leave that, today is the 23rd of January. So, today is also your Rotary birthday. Please never forget that. Okay. And the next letter is R-O-T-A-R-Y. So O is for organization. Just like any other organization, well, Rotary needs resources in order to survive and do its job. Which means, what are the resources? Of course, you need financial resource, right? So Rotary needs financial resource, and so you need to pay your dues. The right amount and at the right time. Never ever forget. And another resource is, of course, you need human resource, right? And the human resource is no other than the two of you. You are a resource, of course, that is why you are brought in based on your classification. Lydia, as a media practitioner and as a mortgage banker for Rex. So you are to be a resource of Rotary. You are to contribute your time, your effort, and your professional, vocational expertise to this club in order that you help it do its functions, do its work, do its projects. And so, Lydia, we would expect you to probably talk about GK and the good things it can do for the world. Next, probably, if we go into housing for the poor, then probably you can also help us mortgage some properties. To help support these kinds of projects. Okay. So, and the third letter is E, and that is for the Rotary Foundation. Earlier, District Governor-elect Raul has talked about the centennial of the Rotary Foundation, and that is why it is a very good time to be in Rotary, because we are celebrating the 100th year of the Rotary Foundation. But what does the Rotary Foundation mean to us? Of course, the Rotary Foundation gives us our international character. So while the clubs, we talk about community problems, we talk about problems in the Philippines, probably in Mexico, the TRF, the Rotary Foundation, gives us the power to talk about worldwide human problems. And of course, we all know that that is, for now, ending polio. So I said, it is a very good time. It is the 100th year of the Rotary Foundation, and it is probably the year that we will eradicate polio once and for all. That is what we are aiming to do during this term, and hopefully we will be successful in doing that. So, please, as Governor Raul has said, support the Rotary Foundation. Next letter is A. Okay. A is for our advocacy. As Rotarians, we have an advocacy for the highest ethical standards in the practice of our profession, and in the conduct of our business. Isn't that right? Yes. But of course, it's probably hard to see how we do it. We do that by adhering to the four-way test. And that is the reason why we have the four-way test, because when we adhere to the four-way test, we are complying with our advocacy for the highest standards, highest ethical standards in the conduct of our business and in the practice of our professions. Never forget the four-way test. Next letter is recharge. That's R for recharge.
Oh, recharge.
Yes, just like a cell phone. When you buy a cell phone, brand new, what do? You charge it. Just like what we're doing now. We are charging you, just like a cell phone. But for the cell phone to be able to function day in and day out, what do you need to do? Recharge. Now, recharging is now your obligation. We are now charging you for the first time. Now you have to recharge yourself in order to continue to function as a true Rotarian. And how do you do that? By attending your meetings. Whether in the internet or in fellowships, person to person, you must attend the meetings. And you must perform your functions, and also you must attend the activities and the projects. That is how you recharge yourself. But it's not as easy as that. Because if you're not enjoying it, then you will get tired. That is why we have in Rotary the word fellowship. So you put fellowship into all your activities. You become friends, you get to know your co-members. When you do activities, when you meet in the internet, when you meet face-to-face, you must make sure that you do fellowship. Because when you're enjoying it, then you do not get tired. Even if we start late, probably 8:30, no one will complain. Because everybody is enjoying the fellowship. And everything that you do together, you will be recharging yourself. That is for letter R. And the last letter is Y. And Y means you. As new members of Rotary, you are the lifeblood of the movement. And we look upon you to take care of yourself as a Rotarian, which means you must grow as a Rotarian. You do not only become a member, you do not only become an active member, but you become a leader. Because that is the essence of Rotary. We will look to you to become the next PE in this club, and probably an assistant governor like Ben. Where is he? Yes, the future assistant governor, and who knows, even district governor-elect, District 3780, our district. So, you have to attend all the meetings, you have to attend all the seminars, the trainings for Rotary leaders, and develop yourself, not only as a Rotarian, but as a leader in the Rotary work. Yes. So that's R-O-T-A-R-Y. I hope you got it and you will remember it. And if you do accept Rotary, please take a step forward to say yes.
Yes.
So, both of you. Hereby solemnly swear that I shall follow and abide by the Constitution and bylaws of Rotary International and that of Rotary E-Club Global Kalinga. That I shall live by the motto of service above self and support the international theme of be a gift to the world. That I shall pay my dues, the right amount, promptly, and continuously. That I shall support the Rotary Foundation and Rotary's advocacy of highest ethical standards and the four-way test. that I shall develop myself
develop myself
as a true Rotarian
as a true Rotarian
and as a true Rotary leader.
as a true Rotary leader.
All this I pledge
All this I pledge
to do
to do
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.